He's like, you're headed outside. I'm like, I am? I'm going outside. Well, we do have to go outside because we have our pool. It's our H2O Go Summer Bliss shaded inflatable 8-foot family pool with a cup holder. And the cup, actually 2 cup holders, and that is a QVC exclusive by customer request, as is this really nice sunshade, which you are getting. Look at your price as I'm explaining the fact that you can have 4 people in this pool. Maybe you don't have a pool at your home. Maybe you're the grandma or grandpa and you don't have a pool at your house, but you want the kids to come over and play with them. Look how fun this is. And then look at the price. $37.99. We cannot get any more of these back in. They did used to be $67, which $67 for this inflatable pool when you can just cool off when it's so hot outside, have a little fun splashing around, is a pretty good price. We can't get any more back in, so we've taken off $29. It's a $13 charge on a credit card. M94467 is your item number. You can return it within 30 days if you don't love it. Rachel Pavis, come on in.
Hi.
I've got a pool and the water is fine. And you and I and our daughters or our husbands could actually enjoy this with us too because it fits 4 people.
It does, and it's super comfortable. You can lounge back on the sides. You have this amazing sunshade, and this is brought to us by Bestway. Bestway is a leader in the industry when it comes to inflatable products. They've been making inflatable products now for over 25 years. In fact, we sell a lot of hot tubs here.
Yes.
So they really do. They know what they're doing. They make mattresses, hot tubs, inflatable, stand-up paddle boards, watercrafts, that sort of thing. So they are experts when it comes to the inflatable space. And what an amazing way to have your own oasis in your backyard.
It's so nice. I remember during that shutdown thing that we don't like to talk about that happened
No, we
forever
don't
ago.
like to talk about that.
Do you know that summer, one of the items that was you could not find anywhere and they were like price gouging were little pools like this, because people that were stuck at home and it was super hot and they didn't have their own pool, whoops, were able to. You just wanted something to play in. Nobody was going anywhere. And then we've realized that our backyards are pretty cool.
Right.
And even though we can go to other places, it's nice to be in your own home and be able to have a little fun. And so to not only get this, but to get it at this clearance sale price, think about just like going, I was just talking about, my daughter and I were at this rooftop in New York. They also had a little pool. Well, I got there and I was like, oh, it's a plunge pool. It was clearly not like this. Well, it's New York City. You're not going to have a huge pool there on the rooftop, but it really was. It was like, it was probably not too much wider than this, but long.
Yeah.
And that's all you need when it's hot, is just to sit in cool water and get the relief.
Exactly. And you know, this holds up to 200 gallons, but you don't have to put that much water in it either to have fun. Like if you just wanted to put a couple inches in, this could be a fun little splash pool for the kiddos as well.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah. And they love to play in water and splash around and have the little, like a little boat that floats and you can play with that.
Yes, so this is absolutely perfect. I love too that you can then deflate it at the end of the season and then bring it back out next year.
Right.
You have that capability. The cup holders are exclusive here to QVC. I love that we're offering cup holders because that's a nice ad, right?
Totally.
When you're sitting in the pool and trying to relax and cool off, got to stay hydrated.
And then I do love also the shade, because when it's really blazing hot, it's nice to just be able to, I mean, sometimes it's like 10 degrees less under a shade like that. And that comes as well, but you don't have to use it if you don't want
Exactly, you can remove it. You also can switch it to the other side if you want to.
Ooh. So
that's another great option. As the sun shifts throughout the day, you can have it on one side and then have it on the other, so you're getting the optimal shade if that's what you want.
$12.66. We were talking about a fancy coffee. Sometimes you could spend that on a fancy coffee.
It's really true.
That's your charge on a credit card to get this home. You pay that off over within the next 3 months, and then you have this for years and years to come. Maybe you don't even have it out all the time. There's just those, maybe you're having people over for a barbecue and you want a little like kiddie pool like you were talking about, just a couple inches, and make sure there's supervision obviously, but like, you know, one parent with all the little kids and playing a little game in here. Maybe you're having friends over for an evening cocktail and you all just want to sit outside and have your cocktail, and you do have the 2 cup holders. There's one behind me and there's one on the other side. outside.
Exactly.
Whatever it is, it's not like you broke the bank to have a pool.
No, and I'll tell you what, I was out there looking around shopping at prices, and I recommend you do, because that's amazing.
Yes, and we always say, go ahead, even our regular QVC prices, we make them very competitive to begin with, because we want to be able to come out and not always have a sale. So our QVC price is a value. When we reduce that price for a clearance, because we need to make more room, but then we put everything that's on clearance on sale, that's when you go, all right, I'm gonna do it. I mean, this would be a cute little gift too. You could do bill to, ship to. Maybe you're the grandma and you live in one state, but you know you have your daughter and your son-in-law and their children in another state. Send this to them. They won't know what you paid for it. They will be giddy, and it's just like, hey, enjoy the rest of your summer from grandma. I mean, right?
That's awesome. I love that idea. I think that's great, because you know the reality is we want to be outside, and sometimes it's just too hot.
Right.
And so you can sit inside, but then you're on electronics, you're watching TV. I love the idea that this allows you to be outside and be cooler because you're sitting in the water.
Right.
But being able to be outside, be away from the electronics, keep the kids, you know, busy.
If you are a gardener, or you know you're doing a lot of yard work, just have it there to just dive, well, not dive into, but like jump into when you're super hot. A lot of you are picking up more than one and taking advantage of this clearance sale price. These clearance prices will still be here, but the sale prices go away today. M94467 is your item number. Rachel, thank you so much. Good to see you.
You too. Thanks.
Thank you for coming over and lounging in my pool for a couple minutes. All right. So do you have any